Hi, I'm Julie from Pumpware, and this is little Mark, and we're here today with today's Diabetes Tidbit, which is about progress. As many of you know, we face the challenge every day of raising a teenager right now with diabetes, and there's ups and downs with that. And when Nikki was little and when the boys were little, we had really a lot of control because we knew what they were eating, what they were doing, and we kind of monitored all of that. So we knew what the intake was, what the insulin was. But once they hit those teenage years, those lovely teenage years, they start to become more independent, and we have to give them some independence because, let's face it, we're not going to be with them all the time. So they have to really start regulating things for their diabetes on their own. And in our house, we've tried to tell them, diabetes is not negotiable. You need to take care of your diabetes. And we've had our ups and downs, especially this past year with Nikki being a 16-year-old with her numbers all over the place. And we've had to put some tight measures in place just to get her to do what we needed her to do. But how do you do that without taking away the independence that they need to do? They need to develop this on their own because, let's face it, she's going to go to college in a year, and I'm not going to be with her. Her father's not going to be with her. But we need to feel comfortable and safe that she knows what she's doing and that she can handle her diabetes on her own. So we have been making progress. Her last doctor's visit, she did very, very well. She's testing when she's supposed to be testing. She's taking insulin when she's supposed to be taking insulin. And, we had to put some things in place to get her to kind of come around to our way of thinking. So I thought I would share with you, just a couple of the things that we did that really kind of helped us. One was when we were at our worst, we really kind of told her she could not go to any sleepovers. Kids could come here to sleepover, but she could not go to sleepover simply because the blood sugars were not where we needed them to be, and we couldn't trust that she was going to do what she needed to do. So that was one thing we put in place. The other thing that we have in place now that is working and we hope will continue to work is that Fridays are check-in days. So we take her meter and her sensor and we are checking all of the numbers. And we're making sure that she's testing when she's supposed to be testing, that she's taking insulin when she's supposed to be taking insulin, and that she's wearing her sensor like she should be. If she's doing all those things, then she can have a wonderful weekend and she can go to sleepovers and do the things that she wants to do. But if she's not, then those weekends are ours, and she doesn't go anywhere or do anything without us present. And we found that to be, a really good motivator, is to be able to check, on a weekly basis. The key is remembering to check. Make Friday your check-in days, and that's the day that we download meters and sensors, and we see how everything is so that we know how the weekend's going to go. And that's just, a great motivator, and it gives her her independence to continue to do what she needs to do because she knows what she needs to do, and it's up to her. This is Julie from Pumpware.